Matthew McConaughey just showed up in a space RPG where time literally moves against you. While you're gone for days on a mission, decades pass back home. The people you care about age, societies collapse and rebuild, and every choice you make reshapes a future you'll never actually live to see. That's just one of 5 space games coming in the next year that are pushing boundaries we haven't seen before. From lunar stations overrun by rogue AI to extraction shooters set in the EVE universe, these aren't your typical space adventures. Welcome to Pulse Gaming. If you want to stay on top of the biggest gaming news and releases, hit that subscribe button right now. Also, all the games I'm covering today have affiliate links in the description. If you grab any of them through those links, it helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. Let's start with the big one. Exodus is coming early 2027 from Archetype Entertainment, a studio founded by the people behind Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic. James Olin, Chad Robertson, Drew Karpyshyn. If those names mean anything to you, you already know this is worth paying attention to. Here's what makes it different. The entire game revolves around time dilation, which is what happens when you travel near the speed of light. You play as June Asling, a salvager who becomes a traveler, hunting down ancient alien artifacts called celestial remnants across the galaxy. The catch is that when you leave on a mission, time keeps moving at home. You might be gone for a week from your perspective, but when you return, years or even decades have passed on your home planet. Your choices don't just affect the present, they ripple forward through generations. The companions you befriend might be elderly or dead when you get back. Entire civilizations evolve based on decisions you made missions ago. It's basically Interstellar meets Mass Effect, and that's not hyperbole. The game is set 40,000 years in the future, in the Omega Centauri cluster. Humanity has splintered into different factions, and you're fighting against the Celestials, which are basically what humans evolved into after genetically modifying themselves for millennia. They're godlike beings with reality-bending powers, and they view baseline humans as something between a pest and a resource. Combat looks fluid with environmental manipulation powers. In the latest trailer, June creates bridges out of thin air and channels energy through the ground to obliterate enemies. You've got a customizable gauntlet that lets you fuse alien tech for devastating attacks. And Matthew McConaughey voices your mentor, Cece Orlev, in his first ever video game role. Pragmata finally has a release date after being delayed twice, April 24th, 2026. That's less than 4 months away. This is Capcom's first new IP in years, and it's been in development since 2020. The setup is simple but effective. You play as Hugh Williams, a member of a team sent to investigate a lunar research station that went dark. A lunar quake hits, you get separated from your team, and you're rescued by Diana, an android designated DI-03367. Hugh names her Diana, and she becomes your companion as you try to escape the moon and get back to Earth. The twist is the gameplay. You control both Hugh and Diana at the same time. Hugh has firearms and a jetpack for combat and traversal. Diana hacks enemy defenses in real time. During fights, a panel pops up where you use a cursor to disable hostile AI systems, which exposes weak points for Hugh to exploit. It's a dual-brain combat system that forces you to think tactically while also reacting in the moment. The station is overrun with rogue AI robots, and there's a whole conspiracy involving something called lunum ore and a technology called lunafilament that can replicate matter. The near-future setting gives it a grounded sci-fi vibe, kind of like Dead Space, but with more puzzle elements. There's a free demo available right now on Steam called the Pragmata Sketchbook. It's worth downloading if you want to test out the mechanics before launch. Console demos are coming later, and the game is confirmed for PS5, Xbox Series, PC, and even Nintendo Switch 2. EVE Vanguard is launching Q3 2026, and it's CCP's attempt to bring the EVE Online universe to a first-person shooter. If you've ever wondered what it's like to actually walk around in that massive player-driven economy, this is your chance. It's an extraction shooter, which means you drop onto corrupted planets in the EVE universe. complete missions, scavenge resources, fight hostile NPCs and other players, then extract what you can carry before you die. If you die, you lose everything. Standard extraction shooter rules. What sets it apart is the persistent world aspect. Everything you do affects the larger EVE ecosystem. You're mining resources that feed into the same economy EVE Online players use. You're fighting for control of territory that matters to corporations and alliances in the main game. Your actions have weight beyond your own progression. The visuals look brutal. You're exploring wreckage from massive space battles, poison swamps, alien jungles, all rendered in Unreal Engine with proper next-gen lighting and effects. The gunplay is tactical and methodical. You customize loadouts, craft weapons and gear, and build up a personal arsenal over time. There's PvE and PvP mixed together, so every mission has the tension of knowing another player could show up and ruin your day. It's high-risk, high-reward gameplay in a universe that's been running for over 20 years. Battlestar Galactica: Scattered Hopes is coming Q1 2026 from Alt-Shift and Dotemu. This one's for fans of the 2004 TV series, but you don't need to know the lore to appreciate what it's doing. It's a story-rich tactical roguelite. You command a Gunstar fleet, escaping the Cylon assault on the 12 colonies. Your goal is to rejoin the Battlestar Galactica, but every action you take brings the Cylon fleet closer. You're managing resources, resolving crises on your ships, making hard choices about who lives and who dies, and fighting off overwhelming enemy forces in real-time space battles. The roguelite structure means each run is different. You unlock new fleets, squadrons, and meta upgrades as you play. But the core challenge stays brutal. The Cylons outnumber you massively. You will lose ships. You will sacrifice crew members. And there might be Cylon infiltrators among your own people that you need to root out before they sabotage you from within. Combat uses tactical pause, so you can stop time, issue orders, deploy squadrons, fire nuclear missiles, then unpause and watch it play out. Every battle leaves scars on your fleet, and you carry that damage forward into the next encounter. It's all about survival at any cost. High on Life 2 launches February 13, 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. It's a Day 1 Game Pass release, just like the first game, which broke records when it launched in 2022. If you played the original, you know the deal. You're a bounty hunter with talking alien guns who saved humanity from being harvested as a drug by an intergalactic cartel. The sequel picks up 5 years later. You're famous, you're rich, life is good. Then a bounty pops up for your sister Lizzie, who's been building a reputation as a freedom fighter/terrorist, depending on who you ask. Things spiral, and suddenly you're the bad guy trying to take down another pharmaceutical conspiracy. The big new feature is the skateboard. Instead of sprinting, you skate through levels, perform tricks, grind rails, and use the board as a weapon in combat. It opens up movement in ways the first game didn't have. You've got new talking weapons alongside returning favorites like Knifey, Sweezy, and Gus. Ralph Ineson voices a new character called Sheath, and the whole cast is leaning into the absurd sci-fi comedy that made the first game a hit. The humor won't be for everyone. It's loud, irreverent, and packed with Rick and Morty-style jokes. But if you're into that, this is a direct sequel that builds on everything the original did right. So that's 5 space games that are doing something different. Time dilation consequences in Exodus, dual-character puzzle combat in Pragmata, persistent economy extraction in EVE Vanguard, brutal tactical survival in Battlestar Galactica, and absurd comedy action in High on Life 2. Which one are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more gaming news and breakdowns like this, subscribe to Pulse Gaming and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.